Gemini, welcome to your reading. Welcome to your May month ahead reading. I can't believe it's gone this fast into 2025. I hope you're well. Thank you for being here. It would be amazing if you could like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, my name's Catherine. And this reading is just going to be a beautiful mix of a postcard from Spirit, just guiding you through the month of May. We're going to look at the Oracle and the Tarot, and we are just being held here for May in the energy of some beautiful citrine and a beautiful piece of quartz, just full of lots of energy and light for May for you, Gemini. I'm also holding the space with a large piece of selenite, and I will take a picture and leave that in the post so that you can check that out if you wish. So Gemini, let's get started. I am just tuning into May being quite an exciting month for you. I have a very kind of up high energy for you, Gemini. Let's see what Spirit has to say, which is a nice feeling, you know. Everybody's been moving through so many things, but I do feel for all of us that May is just bringing us a very different energy, a different sense of being in the world and well-being and this type of thing. Thank you, Spirit. So these are beautiful postcards from Spirit, literally written as a postcard, Gemini. So this is their message for you for May. Dear Gemini, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover these emotional truths here on earth, where we all agreed to play. I'm going to read that again. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth where we all agreed to play. Gemini, play. I knew I was going to be light. Yeah, I have Gemini moon, so yeah, it feels like play. So today, Gemini, trust your spidey senses. Read between the lines. Tune into the stories behind the stories. And your world will shower you with miracles. Fear not, for we are right here and Spirit loves you. Gemini. Trust the invisible. Such a beautiful message for May. I'm going to anchor that and hold that there. Okay, Gemini, so Spirit's really asking you to look at this awakening of consciousness as a play. And to bring your sensitivities into the awareness of the invisible, because that's where all the miracles are. When we say invisible, it could be right in front of our very eyes, but we see it with different eyes. So it's that tuning into sensitivity, and that can be really great fun. Personally, I love diving into the mysteries. I love working with Spirit. I love being out in nature and tuning into the frequencies of trees, plants, beings that I can't see with my physical eyes, for example. So Gemini, where can you play in May? It rhymes. And really look at your multidimensionality and multisensory abilities, Gemini. Spirit is asking you to trust in the invisible and trust all your senses. Work with that navigational system of your soul. And I am going to put in here, Gemini, that if you haven't already investigated your hologenetic profile, your gene keys profile, that is an incredible gateway into your multidimensionality, your hologenetic imprint here on Earth as a being channeling your soul. So there's a key or an introduction. You just have to go to genekeys.com. It's free. You can download your profile. You just need, obviously, as you would do with an astrology chart, your place of birth, time of birth, if you have it. It's really useful. And go from there. It's a most incredible dive into your multidimensionality. Thank you, Spirit. It's quite a lot of cards. Let's see what we have for Gemini for May. Temperance, Gemini. Let's have a look. Angel number 14. May is about balance, peace, patience, moderated inner calm, Gemini. Yeah. Can feel that bubbling energy. So it's like not to use it all up in a sense. Feels like a gift. So May is going to have tranquility to it as well, Gemini. Beautiful. Bringing in harmonious relationships, soulmates even, Gemini. Serenity. Noticing if there's any compromises you need to make with conscious awareness. Is there any areas that you need to bring forth forgiveness? And just know that May is going to allow you to access a sensation that time heals all wounds. So Gemini, it's a very, playful month, but at the same time, there's an underlying feeling of deepening here. I feel, Gemini, deepening into, knowing your extremes. So don't use all the energy. And really tune into seeking peace, the temperance energy, seeking peace, Gemini. And peace comes a lot for me of Moon in Gemini when I both learn my multidimensional sense of self, but then can then share that as well. It becomes joyful, it becomes playful, and it's a conscious involvement with the unseen. We can't see the hologenesis, but we can tap into it and tune into it, and that becomes very playful and it becomes very enjoyable, and at the same time very peaceful and a very balanced way of understanding ourselves and others, Gemini. So May feels fantastic. And Spirit's just asking you to really investigate that. Use it as a navigational system, your soul's hologenetic blueprint here on Earth. I wonder what else you're up to. Let's have a look. 10 of Wands. What have you been carrying that's been heavy, Gemini? You've been feeling a little bit overburdened, overloaded, a bit of duty and drudgery. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been taken for granted. So what I'm intuiting here is that May can be full of play. It can be the opposite of the 10 of Wands, that heavy burden feeling. And the readings that are coming through for May all just seem to be like the heavier energies are past. They're now moving far away into the past. Timelines feel very slippy. Frequencies are increasing so that we can tap into this multidimensionality, Gemini, and it is fun. It's going to be fun. So it's not going to feel like you're carrying these burdens and this heavy load anymore. Because sometimes even when we go in and we investigate, navigational systems like the gene keys, it can feel heavy because we're covering shadow work as well. So that's interesting, Gemini. What is it that you are going to be putting down? Ask yourself that question, leaving behind. You're going to feel it as an energy, a sensation. Perhaps it's some work, relationship, something that's been going on for you in your mind. And try to come at things through a multidimensional perspective and look at ways to investigate that, trusting in the invisible, trusting in understanding the stories within the stories. And so 10 of Wands is very three-dimensional, that heavy energy. And we're transitioning, we're really moving into the higher frequencies, 5D beyond. And these timelines in May, I think, are going to be allowing us to either sort of become much more embodied in those frequencies or shift into them completely or tap in to the invisible. So we'll be leaving whatever this heaviness has been, Gemini, behind, thank goodness. And it's going to feel peaceful. It's going to have temperance, that energy of balance in it, and peace and harmony. It's going to feel like May is going to be able to give you the time that you need, perhaps, to heal from this 10 of Wands carrying something. Because, Gemini, I just had this feeling the sun is going to be with you all the way. Now, here in the UK, we're having some amazing weather. Really, really hot and beautiful. But on this other frequency level, it's about tapping into the light that's coming in, these higher frequencies, this from the sun. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I really have. The light is incredibly different this year. And actually, it's moving through the plants in a very different way. I'm looking at a beautiful pink orchid I have here, but outside in the forest, on the tracks that I walk, the light coming through, obviously, and that's probably completely incorrect, isn't it? But the light refraction through the plants is like luminescent this year. So a luminescent month, Gemini, with the sun energy for you. This is prosperity. This is positivity, freedom, fun again, vitality, joy, success arriving, optimism coming back, Gemini. That innate sun energy in Gemini coming back. How amazing. So you're going to have a lot of truth, a lot of openness, happiness, good luck, Gemini, like feeling like there is good luck, feeling that there is something intangible but wonderful happening. That's the feeling. And these are all these elevation frequencies of the sun. And we can feel them coming in. Like, it's very intense. Sometimes I can be out for a few hours just walking, and that's enough. I feel like I've had like 10 hours at the beach, olden days time, like a long time ago. So it's a very different light. It's a very different frequency. And in May, Gemini, you can tap into that invisible energy. Although we see the sun, right? We don't see what's coming from the sun. Wow. And the Magician, Gemini. Okay, this is just wow. And number one. So angel number one here for May. Power of one. And the Magician. So creativity for May, action, incredible magic. Maybe you in this process are accessing a lot of magic for yourself, maybe for others. So directing your creative willpower, Gemini, through visualization, and this is going to be manifesting your desires in May. Gemini. So powerful. I just think that May is going to be magic for you, Gemini. Very, very magic. You have all the resources you need to start diving deep and really tuning into this invisible layer that Spirit was talking to you about. Trust in that, trust in the magic, trust in the quantum frequencies, trust in what's coming in through the light. Go and investigate, if you haven't already, your hologenetic profile, your gene keys, because potentially I've just heard, within looking at that, you will see some shadows that will enable you to put something down, put down the burden, and then release, and then move into the sun. And that's the way that reading went, which will bring you into the magic, will bring you into the magician energy, this sensation of joy, play, creativity. Like, it's magical May for you, Gemini. Okay, I'm going to come to the oracle cards now and just ask Spirit to kind of come in and clarify through this beautiful message, Gemini. I love it. Just leave some messages down below. Let me know what's going on. Are you investigating multidimensional aspects of yourself? Have you been doing some channeling work? Are you working with tarot and oracle? Are you working on creating beautiful visualizations and meditations, Gemini? I wonder. Wow. And Spirit has given you blessings. That cannot be a more beautiful reading, Gemini. Blessings in May coming in with the Magician, with the Sun, all burdens being laid down, put to rest, feeling more at peace, feeling just better, and just Spirit is asking you to really engage in the frequencies of quantum fields of reality in May, I feel, through looking at soul navigation systems. So soul mapping is really, really a massive part of my work. And a lot of that comes from looking at the hologenetic profile within my gene keys, looking at my astrology, looking at galactic astrology, very powerful. Looking at your natal chart, very powerful. Looking at what's happening with all the planets moving through your sign, Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. And there, in that, are major blessings coming forward. And it's going to feel like magical. It's going to just feel like miraculous. It's going to feel like an unveiling, like you're seeing into the realms, into the invisible. Just remember, you are multidimensional, Gemini. And within seeing yourself multidimensional, not only do you feel more blessed, but you share that blessing with all. Gemini, that sounds like a very exciting month of May. And I wish you all the best. And check back in, let me know how you go and what magic and what blessings and sun and fun and play come in. Take care, and I will see you soon.